Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of the Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory. We have an exciting episode ahead of us. As you could probably tell, it is going to be the first episode of season 4 where we begin our journey through the Premier League. Never thought this was going to happen in the first 3 seasons to get all the way to the Premier League, but here we are. We have made it. We have a lot of exciting things to talk about with transfers and arrivals and our first couple games that we end up playing in here to start the Premier League. So to get things going, we'll talk about our departures and arrivals for this season. Starting with the departures, we lost a few familiar names this transfer window. To start, we'll go through them and name off. So O'Connor, Lim, Cordier, Akim Peters, Gaber, and Negru are all leaving this transfer window. With O'Connor, it was just simply we had kind of who we wanted for that, and he was kind of at the point where he wasn't getting old, but just his pace wasn't staying up to par with Proctor and who we brought in at the end of last season and will be with us this season. So he kind of fizzled out of our usual starting roles. Lim wanted to leave. He came to us and said that he didn't feel like he was getting enough playing time, which he was. I think it was just a little bit of a game glitch, so we allowed him to leave and like, all right, we'll get you moved on. Same with Cordier. He was the same way. He was like, I'm not getting enough playing time. I'm going to move on. And it was just like, all right, we'll let you guys move, be done, get this over with. And then Akim Peters came to us with wanting to do some wage changing with his contract. And he was asking for $50K a week, and he is not playing enough to make $50K a week. As we did sign some guys around $40K, and he was like, I need $50K, and I was not accepting that. That wasn't going to work, so he wanted to go on the transfer list, and we got him out, which was okay because I was kind of looking at replacing him anyway, so it all kind of just worked out in the end, and happy to go down that route with him. Gaber, though, was more of a last decision make at the end of the transfer window where we were just we were trying to freshen up the defense, trying to see if we could find someone a little bit faster pace at the back for the Premier League that could do the job versus someone that's going to be a little slower. And Gaber was on the slower end out of our center backs, so I just was like, you know what, if we can find someone to bring in, we will do that because that would be very helpful for us. So we did find someone to bring in to replace him. And then Negru was just kind of an outlier. Once he got injured, he kind of fell out of the starting role that he had when he first came in season 2. So we just kind of looked at that, and I'm just like, no, we got to move on. Like, this is it. We're done doing this. So Negru was very early on, and we moved on from there. So those are our departures to start this season, and where we will now take a look at our rivals. Down the list, we had Sonny, Earthy, Casey, Take, Potts, Lancashire, and Edwards. Sonny is the person we signed at the end of last season, and very good signing, I think, to boost our right side in the right back position. So he replaced O'Connor's kind of spot on the team. And then Earthy and Casey, we took care of their transfer bids that we had with their loans. We paid those off, and we have signed Earthy and Casey. They were a little bit more on the expensive side, hence why people like Akim Peters were asking for more money, but we're not allowing it. So we moved on from that. Take came in as one of our starting center backs that we wanted to bring into the team. So we got him started up. That was really exciting to get that going. He brings a lot to this table, I think. So it was great to get to sign him from Tottenham. And then Potts came from West Ham. Again, Cordier left, so we needed to find a replacement. So Potts was the replacement we found that would work out well. So he joins the team and replaces Cordier. And then Lancashire is the striker that we end up signing to replace Akin Peters, who will be kind of nice because then we can easily swap him and Pasquale out at any time, and we won't really be losing anything on the playing side of things, or like skill wise. It won't be a huge drop off, so we'll be good with that. And then Edwards was our very last signing at the very end of the transfer window to replace Gaber. I think, again, it's just pace. He's going to be able to keep up pace and should work out pretty good as a good signing. So that's the duties that we did at the end. And really excited to kind of see where these guys will fall in with the team as we move along this season. So why don't we send it over to myself in the first game at Newcastle. I'm just going to be using the audio from those games themselves when I'm talking during the games. We're going to try that and see how that works. So we're going to do that. So I will send it off to myself in the Newcastle game. Here we go. Earthy in the crowd, ready to go. Our captain walking us out. Here we go, first Premier League game. But we are just getting over pressured and just nowhere able to find anywhere to go with the ball. Oh, and it goes in. Wait, I thought he had the save, but unfortunately the goal does go in off the post. It is a very unfortunate situation for the home team. Off the post. Mane's off the post. And in the bottom left corner is Pasquale in the 72nd minute. Finally, a goal is in for the team. It's a big moment for the squad. First goal in the Premier League, and it is Pasquale getting a good turn. And in the bottom left corner against Newcastle. The monkey is off the back for the team in game 1 of the season. That is what you want to see. It is going to be a 1-1 draw in our first Premier League game, and that's okay. I will take that. You know, I think we had a couple good chances there to get a 2-1 at least, but I think being the promoted team, I think to start the league with at least a point is better than nothing. So we will take that. If I can produce points when I'm playing and the simulation doesn't as much, I think we'll be okay. But the West Ham game will be a crucial game coming up. There's the London Stadium in the Google Maps. I don't think we'll ever get that for Tranmere Rovers, but great for all the other stadiums we're going to go play. Here we go. Game 2. And Earthy gets the interception right off the rip. I hate the bubbles. I'm forever blowing bubbles. And Tranmere Rovers gets off to a hot start with 3 minutes in. And Mane puts it in the back of the net. Earthy. Pasquale in the bottom left. 2 quick goals in the first 12 minutes. This is what we needed to start the league off with a hot start. And they will bounce back with a goal. Unfortunately, 2-1 in the first 22 minutes. West Ham gets a good bounce back goal. Not what we were kind of hoping for, but Waite was just a little too committed to the one side and left that whole entire right side wide open. Fernandez with the goal. And Mane with another goal. That's a double on the day. 34 minutes in, and it is 3-1. And that is a hat trick for Mane against West Ham. Oh yeah, there's the celly. Timber. That is what the home team is probably thinking too, is what kind of collapse is this for West Ham? Opening segment that we'll get at some point here, as Collier is a little bit tired. And Pasquale will put it in the back of the net for the 5th goal. What a great deflection by Turner there. Akim Peters will go down the right side and get a goal. 6-1 against West Ham. A good day to be a Tranmere Rovers fan as the away side cheers. But the home fans' boos are even louder as Mane had 3 shots and 3 goals in the first away game for Tranmere Rovers. Oh, how is that not an interception? And Cook will get a goal in the 60th minute. Finally, something happens with our substitution team playing in this game. They finally get something to go in the back of the net. We needed that. Crucial game. Well, not crucial game, but crucial goal. Ugh. Horrible speaking by me on that one, but that was absolutely needed. It's a shot on net. It's the final whistle. That is 1-0 against Barnett in the first round, using all of our substitutes for 80 minutes of the game. It's a good showing for the lads. It's what we like to see. 1-0. It was an away game too, so we will take the win. Farage will take that clean sheet, and we will go to Manchester United. We're gonna see what it comes out to. Waite is apparently content with his plant with himself, so we'll see what we can do against Man United at home. It's not even at Old Trafford, so yeah, Gabriel out. It's kind of a tough one, but we kind of want to make a transfer possibly for the other guy. But George Earthy with an early goal away to Manchester United. What did I just see? George Earthy with an early goal against Man United. It was just a good counterattack. It was just a really good counterattack to that, so not too much against it. And Sesko will score to tie it up 1-1. What's going to happen? 62nd minute. Starting to get a little bit of an attack here. Tranmere Rovers really just cannot get the ball back, but Bove is going to get the goal. It's a little unfortunate there. 2-1 to Manchester United. And they get another one, 3-1. It's a little unfortunate there. 3-1 to the opposition now. It's sad to see it end like this, but we're going to take it. We will take it indeed. A great start. At least I see it as a great start for us in the Premier League and the EFL Cup. Not as beautiful of starts as we have had in the past, especially with our finishing positions in the past. But to steal away 4 points in our first 3 Premier League games of our trek through the league, I would say it's a really good start. To start with 4 points versus starting with 1 point or no points at all. the first 3 games gave me some hope that we can actually compete in this league throughout the season. I feel like that Newcastle game, we probably still could have gotten at least one more goal in that one, but the West Ham game, we showed that we still dominate West Ham 6-1, so that was a good feeling. And then the Man United game, I got a little bit ahead of myself when we got that goal to take the early lead, and then they just go score 3 unanswered goals, and I'm like, okay, I guess it just ain't meant to be. But the EFL Cup, to get that win right out of the gate, not as convincing as I wanted it, but still works out very well for us in the end. So that's a lot better than what it could have been, so we will take it. I forgot to look at the leaderboard at this point at the end of the stream, but we finished 9th to start the league through 3 games. That's not really special. 4 points in and we're in 9th. That's not really anything amazing, so we're not really gonna pay attention to the position of the league that much, but it was nice to get a good start in the cup and get off to a good place. So with that said, please drop a follow here on the YouTube channel if you like the video. It's been fun making these videos for these recaps for this series. It's been fun doing the series as a whole, so drop a follow and a like if you're liking the series so far and what we're doing. If you want to watch the streams live, we do have them on YouTube also live and backed up for the VODs after, but we stream on Twitch mainly too. So if you want to see how it's happening also on Twitch, if that's more your preference than watching on YouTube streams, we do Twitch. So we have them simultaneously going, which is really nice. So give a follow on the Twitch too, and you'll stay up to date. But yeah, thank you everyone for the support of the series, and I'm super excited to keep it going, to kind of get into the deep end of the Premier League push in the next episode. So getting really excited to see what that brings us. Until then, have a good rest of your day after watching this, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.